Hello and welcome. Today we are going to do a few questions on algebraic fractions. Before we do algebraic fractions, we do normal fractions. Now, if I want to simplify 7 11 take away 2 11s, this can be written as 5 11. How we do is, because the denominators are same, we write the denominator as 11, common denominator. The numerator has 7 and then take away 2. So your answer is 9 over 11. So this is straightforward because the denominators are same. Whereas the next one, when we look at it, the denominators are different. So what we are going to do is, we are going to write the question with the common denominator, which makes our life easier. So I'm just going to write like this first. Now, if I want to make the denominator same, probably I can multiply this by 7 and this by 5. Now, because I have done something with the denominator, I do exactly same with the numerator, which is multiplying the numerator by 7. Likewise, in this fraction, 2/7, I multiply 2 by 5 as well. Now, I'm going to rewrite the question as 21 over 35 take away 10 over 35. Now this becomes like the previous question, which is the denominators are same, common denominator. So what we are going to write is, the denominator is common, we write it. The numerator is going to be 21 take away 10. So your answer is going to be 11 over 35. Okay, so this is what we do with numerical fractions. Of course, you can use calculator. I'm talking about without calculator, because you need to know how to do without calculator so that when we deal with algebraic fractions, you know what to do. Okay, so the idea is to simplify algebraic fractions. So we start with the question. The first question is, of course it has to be 2 now, in algebraic fractions number 1. Okay, simplify x minus 5 by 2 take away x minus 1 by 3. Now when you look at the denominator, one denominator is 2, the other one is 3. Now the first job is to make the denominator same. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to rewrite the question again, equal to x take away 5 divided by 2 minus, I'm going to leave some space, x take away 1 divided by 3. Now to make the denominator, I'm going to multiply the first denominator by 3 and the second denominator by 2. Now as I told you before, when you do something with the denominator, you do have to do the top as well. Because the denominator is 2, I have more than one number. I can write 2 at the end here like this. Then I have to put a bracket, otherwise it doesn't make sense. Then with this question also, with this part of the fraction, I have to multiply by 3. So the usual thing is we put the number in the front. So I'm going to write like this, 3 bracket 3 bracket x minus 5 over 6 take away 2 bracket x minus 1 over 6. Now, because the denominator is the same, I'm going to write the denominator as 6. Now the numerator becomes 3 bracket x minus 5 take away 2 bracket x minus 1. Now we can't leave it like that. We have to simplify the numerator. Before we simplify, we need to expand. The first term becomes 3 times x, 15x, take away, 3 times x is 3x. 3x, take away 15. And this one is minus 2x. And the next one is plus 2. I've seen people doing common mistake of just minus 2. It is minus 2 times 1, minus 1, which is plus 2. Divided by 6. Now you have to collect the like terms in the numerator. 3x take away 2x is x. Now minus 15 plus 2 is minus 13 divided by 6. This is your final answer. So this fraction x minus 5 by 2 minus x minus 1 by 3 can be simplified as x minus 13 by 6. Okay. Now we do another question. Okay. Now, when you look at this question, the first denominator is x square minus 4. If it is a number, it is easy. But this one has algebraic fractions. So what we are going to do is first, I'm going to rewrite the question as 5 bracket. See, x square minus y square can be factorized as a square minus b square can be factorized as a plus b times a minus b. I'm going to use this for the first one, which means x square minus 4 becomes x plus 2 times x minus 2 plus 3 divided by x minus 2. Now I have rewritten the question, the next step I need to do is make sure the denominators are same. To make the denominator same, I'm not going to multiply because I have x plus 2, x minus 2. Here I have x minus 2. I'm not doing anything with the first fraction, whereas the second fraction I'm going to multiply by x plus 2. If I multiply this by x plus 2, I need to do the same with the numerator x plus 2. Now when you look at the denominator, both the denominators are same, which is x plus 2, x minus 2. Both has same denominator. So I'm going to write the denominator as common, which is x plus 2 times x minus 2. Now the first part I have only 5. In the second fraction I have 3 bracket x plus 2. Okay, so now all I need to do is expand the bracket in the numerator first, which means 5 plus 3x plus 6 over the denominator is just x plus 2, x minus 2. Now you have to collect the like terms in the numerator, which gives you 3x plus 11 divided by x plus 2 times x minus 2. Okay, this is the simplified